Hey everybody, your PFD here, private fleet driver. This video is going to be completely different than any of the other videos that I've done, and it's only because I've had some requests for it. So I'm going to do it. Go ahead and answer some questions because I feel like I owe it to them. I put my time in there and I feel like it was a really good company. So I've had, probably since I started my video collection, since probably one of the first videos when I mentioned that I came from Performance Food Group out of McKinney, Texas. Performance Food Group Customized out of McKinney, Texas. I had a lot of people asking me about PFG and how they are to work for and stuff like that. So this video is about PFG, the customized side of it, and pretty much out of McKinney. All the other customized DCs pretty much do everything the same way. But I'll go ahead and go over what, and now I'll kind of go over what McKinney, what I did and what I know to be fact. Also take everything that I say with a grain of salt for the simple fact that it's been a year and 5 months since I've been there. So the information that I'm sharing with you today is going to be the way it was when I was there. And to my understanding, most of it has changed. I think there's some things that have changed on their pay structure and their vacations changed a little bit, but nothing major. I'm still going to be able to tell you how it is. First thing I want to say is that I'm not endorsed by PFG. I do not currently work for PFG, and I'm not getting anything for saying anything good about PFG. Just want to tell you that right off the bat. Performance Food Group. First thing is there's two different divisions of Performance Food Group. There's a customized broadline. Temple, Texas, Dallas, Texas, that's broadline. They deliver to your fast food restaurants and your convenience stores. Your mom and pop restaurants, fast food restaurants like Golden Chick, and your convenience stores. I worked for PFG Customized, which is out of McKinney, Texas. The customized DCs, off the top of my head, there's a couple others that I don't remember, but there's one in Kendallville, Indiana, Lebanon, Tennessee, Gainesville, Florida, Shafter, California, McKinney, Texas, and there's also one in New Jersey, and I can't remember what the town is. But those are your customized, your PFG customized. There was one in Atlanta. I don't think that's customized anymore. But those are pretty much your customized DCs. Out of McKinney, Texas, we operated a 17-state area. We had anything from local routes, where you're home every night, to routes where you're home 2 or 3 times a week, to routes like I preferred to run, where you're home, you go out, you run your route, and you come home, and you're home for 3 days. I ran good chunk of the last 3 years I was there. I ran the Montana route. I went up and I did several stores in Montana, delivered Montana, and then came back and I was home at the end of the week. I don't remember my exact schedule, but I know I was home 3 days and I was not home the whole weekend. Pretty much not possible there. But anyway, customized means that they deliver a custom order to a customized restaurant, which would be your higher end restaurants. An example, and I don't know for sure what restaurants they're currently doing, but when I was there, Outback, Cracker Barrel, Carrabba's, Red Lobster, TGI Fridays, we did Zaxby's for a while, we used to do Joe's Crab Shack, Macaroni Grill, we did them for a while. It's that type, your type of sit-down restaurants. The difference between customized and broadline is customized, you have 4, 5 maybe tops. If you have a Cracker Barrel, it's less, because Cracker Barrel gets a lot of cases. Cracker Barrel gets 1 truck a week versus all the other stores getting two trucks a week. So you got 4 or 5 stops on your trailer, to where on a broadline truck that does fast food restaurants and convenience stores, you might have 20 stops. Never done that, don't want to do that. 4 or 5 stops is enough for me. You are running the groceries with the dolly, 200 or 300 pounds on the dolly, up and down a ramp, into the restaurant, to the freezer, cooler, dry, wherever it goes. That's part of the job. You get paid to do that, though. I mean, you're making hourly pay. The thing about Performance Food Group is if the truck stops, you're making $20 an hour. If it's breakdown pay, $20 an hour. If you get delayed at a shipper or receiver, $20 an hour. You're always making money. You get paid for every little thing. You get caught up in a snowstorm, you pull over, call dispatch, tell them, hey, roads are bad, I'm shutting down, $20 an hour. Topped out at $160 a day. The highest I made in the 8 years that I was there was just shy of $80,000. The least amount I made was probably $65,000 to $70,000, and that was probably my first year. But this is the problem with that type. It is all seniority based. So every 6 months you bid on routes based on seniority. Your seniority is based on how long you've been there. So the longer you've been there, the sooner you get to pick your route. The least amount of time you've been there, you get whatever's left on that bid sheet after everybody else before you's picked. When I left, I was number 28 out of 115, so I had pretty decent seniority. But they cut a bunch of miles. We stopped doing a bunch of the stuff to the far west. It got moved to the Shafter, California, DC, so that left less long routes, and the senior guys above me were grabbing the Montana routes. The last route that I was on when I was there, I ran Denver at the beginning of the week, and then I ran a San Antonio route at the end of the week. If I would have stayed doing that the whole year, that route would have been, in a whole year, would have been like a $20,000 cut in pay. Just ridiculous. I couldn't do it. That's the only reason that I left, is because I felt like I couldn't make the money. And the stress of bidding on a route every 6 months is ridiculous. My wife hated that week leading up to bid, because that bid sheet was my Bible. I carried it with me everywhere because I was studying routes, trying to figure it out. And I had a list of 10 routes, from the one I wanted the most at the top to the one I wanted the least at the bottom. And whichever one I got to is the one that I got. And you had to weigh money and home time. That last bid that I bid, I said forget home time. I got to make money. So I bid straight up for money, and that Denver route was about the best I could get, and that's the worst money that I would have made since I've been there. Not to mention the home time wasn't even that great. So I felt like it was time to go. Their benefits bounced between United Healthcare and Blue Cross Blue Shield. I think they swapped back and forth 2 or 3 times in the 8 years that I was there. They just go with whoever gives them the best rates, which is cool because it benefits us, keeps our rates down. But the insurance did go up every year that I was there. The insurance went up every year. So that's a downfall, but it is really good insurance. I was there 8 years. PFG took care of my family for 8 years. The people there are amazing. People in dispatch, Iron Scott, he's the general manager of McKinney there. Devin Ains, Jason, everybody's just amazing there. Sean, she's the HR manager. I have no complaints about any of the people there. I just felt like corporate was starting to put money, numbers, and customers before their drivers, just like any big corporation. And I felt like if it impacted us, but they made more money, they were okay with that. I just didn't feel like they were starting to become less driver focused and more money and customer focused. It was also, they are a private fleet, but They make their money selling the product we're delivering, not in the trucking industry. That's why they're a private fleet. They don't make their money off of us, or the trucking industry. They make their money off of the product that they're selling to the restaurants. Those restaurants are their customers. Customer service is number one at PFG. You get down and kiss their feet at the stores. You do what they say, you do what they ask, you accommodate them in any way, and don't you dare be late. Stuff happens. They call the store, they tell them that you're running late, but the managers do not like that. They complain to corporate. Corporate complains to PFG. PFG comes down on you. Yeah, I don't miss the whole customer service aspect of it at all. We don't deal with any of that here at Hobby Lobby. And I don't have to bid every 6 months either. So, but that's the gist. I kind of went over it a little bit. You're running that stuff into the store. It's very physical. If you're a young guy that's newly married and you're in pretty good shape and you don't mind running the ramp and running groceries in, and you don't want to start off with Swift or Warner or Schneider, PFG is now taking people straight out of truck driving school. So jump on that wagon. If you're physically able to do it and you have a wife that wants you home more often, you can get you a local route where you're home, a solo route, local route where you're home more, and you can be home a lot more than a lot of the other places. It'd be a good starter company for somebody that needs to be home and needs to make okay money. You're still going to make $60,000-$65,000 easily just doing the bare minimum. I think guarantee pay when I left was $950 a week. Most of the routes before that last bid were paying $1,100-$1,200 a week. So now it seemed like that last bid, all the routes were paying about guarantee pay. So, and there's always opportunity to work extra. But just, Google PFG customized McKinney, contact Jason or Devin there. It's a really, really good company. It'd be a perfect starter company. I don't regret my time there at all. They took care of my family, and it led me to where I'm at now, where I wouldn't trade this job for the world. This is where I'm going to retire. I love Hobby Lobby. It's been a great ride. I'm going to make a little over $100,000 this year. That's the most that I have ever made as a company driver. I made close to that when I was an owner operator years ago, but that came with a lot of headache and a lot of money to breakdowns and highway use tax and truck payments, and I don't want any of that crap anymore. Government's making it too difficult for an owner operator to even make it out here. But I love it here. If there's any other questions you want to know about PFG, I'm sure I didn't cover everything. I'm trying not to make this video too long. Just put a message down there. If I don't know it, I'll find out, or I'll get you in touch with somebody at PFG that can answer it for you. Like I said, if that's your cup of tea and you want to run groceries up and down a ramp and you're physically fit and able to do it, and you want to start with a company like that over, say, Swift or Warner, which I would really highly recommend. You don't want to drive for Swift or Warner. Go talk to PFG. You pretty much got to live probably, I'd say, within probably a 100-mile radius of McKinney, Texas, or any of the other DCs that I suggested. But if there's any other questions, I know I didn't touch nowhere near all the topics. Just put down there in the comments or email me at glockdoc79@gmail.com. If you like my video, subscribe, hit the little bell, and it'll notify you every time I post a new video. Also, the video that is right after this is kind of stupid, but I've had 4 or 5 people ask me, I don't know if they're going through truck driving school and they haven't been out here, but have asked me, what are the showers at the truck stops like? Are they nasty and dirty? Are they clean? Well, when I took a shower this last week, I went ahead and filmed a little video of the shower. The audio is crappy because I was trying to talk quiet so people didn't think I was like lost my mind in there or something talking to myself. But basically it's a standard shower at Love's Travel Plaza. We shower at Love's every week, but it's what they pretty much all look like. Some of them are a little bit smaller, but they pretty much all have a sink shower and a toilet. Anyway, that's going to be at the tail end of this video. And like I said, send me any questions if you have any questions about PFG, Hobby Lobby, or a shower. If that's what you got, send it to me. You know, those people that did ask what is a shower like at a truck stop, here's the video. I hope everybody has a great day.